Rich rising people, damn. I want to make sure my people can hear me. Can you guys hear me? I hope people can hear me, you know. Let me go. I'm gonna go live twice. Can I go live twice? I'm gonna do something cheeky, family. This is it. Peace in, loved ones. It's your brother from another motherland, Mr. MIKEL, the energy right now. We're in the game, family. I've gone live twice, so if you're not catching it here, I'm live elsewhere as well. Just so I can capture the audio nicely as well. Let me know if you're tuning in live right now. I want to know if you can hear me. But we're going to get straight into it, family. Today, we're talking about love, the game and principle of love, family. It's Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day around the world. And everyone's in... Sorry. Yes, family, it's Valentine's Day around the world, and everyone's in a vibe, everyone's in the mood of love, everyone wants to talk about love. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to bring forward some perspectives on love that I feel doesn't get spoken about enough, that isn't a part of our mainstream culture. Again, my name is MIKEL, the energy, your brother from another motherland. My purpose is all around spiritual gaming, helping people play the spiritual game of life. I want to remind you guys watching, family, no matter where you're from, no matter what your background is, no matter what circumstances you're in, positive, negative, or otherwise, your life is a game. This is a game. Life is a game. That doesn't mean it's not serious. That doesn't mean it doesn't get dangerous, but it means that you were born to win. You were born to level up, and that looks different to every single human being. Imagine there's 8.5 billion people on the planet, family. Every single story is unique. There's a narrative that we all share, but every single story, experience, expression, perspective is unique. And so take that into account when you're considering your life. So I'm here, and this page exists to talk about the spiritual game. Now, the framework that I come from is a Kemetic one, and I've taken it upon myself to study ancient spiritual law, and I'm still a student, and share it because I believe that we, as the world, as leaders of leaders of the culture of the world, we need a spiritual perspective that really encompasses the human experience and allows us to look to the future in a way that we can understand what our spiritual power is, our connection with our creator, outside of the dogma of religion and scriptures. That's fine if that's your lane, but there is a unified law that we all live under, just like breathing, right? I look for what connects us. I look for what ensures that I look for what represents our essential connection. Like when we say we come from God, what does that mean? Like when we say we are one, what does that really mean? Like what about us, regardless of our race, our gender, our background, our culture, what about us actually makes us one or makes us similar or makes us human? What are the functions? And so these are the things I study, and these are the things I teach and share within my spiritual game framework. So anytime you see me, that's where I'm coming from. And in the language of the spirit family, there is a word that I want to bring to your lexicon that I encourage you just to familiarize yourself with. It's called ma'at. Yes? Ma'at, or pronounced ma'a, yes, is the ancient word for truth. It's where the word mother originates from. From ma'at or ma'a is where you get the word mama, again, which is the ancient word for mother. Yes? Now, there is no truth like your mama. If nothing else is true, if you don't know who your dad is, if you don't know about your history, if you don't know about your race, if you're confused about your gender, yeah, if you're confused about anything, your ultimate truth is your mama. Yes? And that's what that word really means, your truth, because it's the one place you can guarantee that you came from and always root yourself back to. So ma'a is an ancient word that means truth. And the practice of ma'a is about finding harmony and balance in your life, the life that you have been given, right? With all of its challenges, with all of its ups and downs, ebbs and flows, peaks and valleys. Ma'at, having ma'at is the way of life that we all strive for, keeping balance and harmony through our game of life. And so again, this is the foundation of what I share and teach. And so in the principle of ma'at, when we talk about ma'at, the word ma'at actually that means truth. And one of the things that comes with ma'at as a spiritual practice is this word love. The word that that word that everyone's so focused on this time of year, that word love. In the language of the spirit family, yeah. So I'm just praying you guys can actually hear me good, good and well. Yeah. If you guys got a chat near you, just let me know you can hear me. Yeah. In the language of the spirit family, the word ma'at, yes, or love, sorry, is defined as giving, seeking nothing in return. Thank you. We can hear you. The word ma'at is defined as giving, seeking nothing in return. One more time. The word love, the spiritual definition, even if you log off now, I want you to just keep this in your mind. The word love, the spiritual definition for the word love is giving, seeking nothing in return. And I want to jump into that a little bit because this is going to change the way that you live your life. This is going to change the way that you associate with the word love and the way you relate and how you see love. And you know, when you say, oh, I need love in my life, or I say, oh, I want to feel love. You know what I'm saying? Love is giving, seeking nothing in return. And the emotional expression of oneness. You feeling like you're connected with everything. Yes? Now, why giving, seeking nothing in return? Because in order to give anything, right? If I say, here, take this £100 that's in my hand. You're going to be like, well, MIKEL, it ain't there. So in order to give something, you have to already be in possession of. Yes? And what I'm saying is not commandments like something that's been written down. This is spiritual law, meaning it's a observation of how we spiritually function. You know, like breathing or gravity, right? Or our respiratory system or our sexual reproductive system. Regardless of your belief system, science says this is how we operate. So love, by scientific observation, yes, as laid out by our African ancestors, is giving, seeking nothing in return. Why? Because whatever you're able to give, you've already put yourself in possession of. Now, the key thing here is the giving aspect of love is not what most people are going to be focused on during Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, a lot of people are going to be giving, right? But what are we going to be giving? We're going to be giving flowers. We're going to be giving presents. We're going to be giving rings. We're going to be giving promise rings, engagements, chains, charms, dinner, money. And those things are lovely, right? But there's a reason why we have Valentine's Day, because we can't do that all year round. For the most part, you can't give at that same consistency all year round. But love, if it is a spiritual function, can't just be then this one day. And it, by logical deduction, it can't then just be this one expression of flowers or big hugs or fancy dinners and holidays. Those things must represent another intrinsic value that we actually exchange. And so when we're talking about giving, we're actually talking about the aspects of us, the functions of us that give in nature. I'm going to break that down. Meaning there are ways that you give every single day, whether you're conscious, aware, or not. How do we give every single day? We give through our thoughts. We give through our attention. We give through our actions. And we give through our intention. We give through our practice, and we give through what we participate in. These are the ways that we love every single day. And if you look at all of those ways, those are the exact ways that program and design our life. Now, my intention in this conversation, family, is to show you exactly why the way in which you love actually designs the way life responds and treats you. The way in which you love, your love programming, yes, will design your experience of life. Okay? Again, love, the spiritual, scientific definition of love, is giving, seeking nothing in return, and the emotional expression of oneness. So if it's giving, seeking nothing in return, it must be representing something that you have in abundance. Again, what do you constantly give in abundance? Your thoughts. You have about 70,000 thoughts a day. Sure, some of them, a lot of them are nonsense, toxic, shouldn't be there, but you have them. Actions, you give actions every single day. Yes, some of your actions may be self-sabotaging. Some of your actions may be ruining your life. Some of your actions may be dismantling and toxic to your life. However, you take an action every single day. Are you following me? What other ways do you give? You give by your intentions. Some of our intentions are no good, or are grounding in selfishness, or grounding again in misguided representations. It doesn't matter though. You give your intentions every single moment of every single day. Your interactions, some of your interactions might be in places that are not serving you, that are in places that are making you think the worst part of yourself or degrading you. However, you interact every single day. We give via the things that we practice. What are you practicing? Maybe it's your religion. Maybe it's your education. Maybe it's your job. Maybe it's your work. Maybe it's your passion, your hobbies. It doesn't matter. You are practicing. And again, you give via your participation. Right now, you are participating in my live stream. You are participating in my content. Therefore, you're giving it your energy. You're giving it your life force. Again, is this serving you? Is this something that's empowering you? Is this something that's helping you develop your personal self? Only you can answer that. Yes? But regardless of whether it's positively or negatively, and I want you to understand this, because it's going to change the way you see love forever. Love is not about what you are affectionate towards or something that you like. As a spiritual function, like breathing, love is about the energetic programming that you have via your thoughts, actions, attention, intention, interaction, practice, and participation. Those 7 pillars right there. Feel free to write them down or catch it in later content. Your thoughts, your actions, your attention, your intention, your interaction, your practice, and your participation. These are the realms in which your love uses or enforces itself into reality. These are the spheres that your love mechanism forces itself into your reality. So I'm saying to you, understand that. Let's go over that again. Love is giving, seeking nothing in return. Because once you give, you've already possessing it. Yes? You give via the functions of your thoughts, actions, attention, interactions, practice, and your participation. Cool. We know that now. Are we good? Yes? Do we understand that? That's how you love. Now, once you understand that, you will take stock of the way in which you use each function. Because no matter what you are thinking, it is programming your life. Anything you give your attention to, you are loving it. Follow me. This is going to change the way that you see love. It's going to change the way that you practice love. It's going to change your culture of love. Anything you give your thoughts to, any thought, yes, thoughts pass like seeds, yeah? But any thought that you plant intentionally and you bring into cultivation through action and practice and participation, you, by spiritual definition, are loving it. This includes things that you say and believe that you hate. Oh, I hate the system. I hate patriarchy, or I hate the government, or I hate the way this world is, blah, 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 blah. If you are constantly giving your thoughts and ruminating on these things, and every time you on your phone and you're searching these things to find out more things about the subject you're claiming you hate, you are by spiritual definition loving it. And by virtue of your love, you are embodying the thing that you are loving. Because love is giving, seeking nothing in return, because you are in possession of it, right? Anything that you give, you have already received it by virtue of the fact that you can give it. It's already in your possession. So the game here, family, is what are you giving? We need to become as lovers. If we want the world to be more loving, if we want love to be our way of life, it already is. However, when we say that we want love to be our way of life or want love to be our experience, what we are saying is that we want a love that is reflective of the heaven and the paradise we desire to live in. And I'm saying, as I constantly challenge myself in this same arena, I want to send a challenge to you to say that take charge of your love program. When you wake up in the rising, where are you putting your thoughts? Where's your first thoughts going in the rising? Where is your attention spending the most time? Don't blame social media for capturing your attention and now you're locked in to a certain piece of content. Don't blame it. Use it for yourself. Use the algorithms, use the social media platforms to grab your attention on the things that you actually know are going to be productive and well forming for yourself. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, they all respond to what we pay attention to. And now we know that attention is one of the pillars of love making. Attention is one of the pillars of love making. So what are you putting your attention to? AI and the algorithms that are functioned by AI, they promote what we pay attention to. So if you pick up, I've got an iPhone and I've got an Android. If you pick up my phone and someone else who has the same phone, say my grandma or my mum or my best friend, you pick up their same phones and go to the same app, you're going to see 4 different suggestions on each person's phone. That's not by accident. That is by design. Why? Because the algorithm is set up to show you more of what you pay attention to. It's set up to show you more of what you pay attention to. This is mimicking a metaphysical process that happens in our universe. The same process that algorithms are mimicking happens in our energetic body. Where you place your attention will magnify those things in your life. Now we have a phone that does it to us in real time. And I'm saying that you can use as a part of your spiritual practice. If you have to wake up with that phone in your hand, is the phone showing you the things that represent your highest intentions? Sure, we have low desires. We get caught up in our own, licentious attractions. That happens to the best of us. But your highest intentions, how high up is that in your algorithm? Does your algorithm rate your highest intentions? Does your algorithm know who you want to become? Does your algorithm know what you are designing yourself to be? To the point where it's constantly feeding you business opportunities. It's constantly feeding you, how to relocate to the motherland. It's constantly feeding you how to get closer to God or how to improve your relationship with your spirit. It's constantly feeding you content of how to be a better mother, a better father, a better husband, a better leader, a better educator. Do you get what I'm saying? Is it telling you about your subjects of interest, your areas of interest? Is it feeding you that? And then are you giving that your attention? Are you interacting with it? Are you now participating in it? Are you paying for courses? Are you clicking those links that lead you into the practice of the person that you want to become? That is love. Love is about becoming. This function that we have to give in thought, action, attention, interaction, practice, and participation. Yes? This function that we have of love is what designs our life and is the process, the mechanism that we use to become. To become. Right now, you're seeing me I'm wearing my own clothes that I designed, right? My own clothes. And right now, I've got some chains on that my sister created with her own hands. This is her design. This is a process. This is a process. You see that? This is a process of love. I've brought it into manifestation through my process of thought, attention, action, interaction, practice, and participation. You see, Cesarojo, this movement, this culture, this practice that I've created, again, is brought into manifestation through my love programming. And this is what I want to bring to our cultural awareness. Love is about what you are desirous of becoming. Love is about what you are designing yourself to be through your process of giving. Are you giving yourself the best thoughts for yourself? Are you giving yourself the best attention? Are you paying attention to the right things that's going to allow you to become who you want to become? You see, your love, family, and your dedication to your love programming, which means becoming the best version of yourself that you can imagine. Your love programming is what is going to allow you and afford you the best life experiences with people, with places, events, and things. It's going to call those things to you. You're going to become a magnet because you give so much in this direction, because it's all you think about, because it's where your attention is, because you take physical action, and because you're interacting with similar energies that reflect your highest intentions, because you're practicing it on the day, because you're participating it. Yes? Your energy now has become fixated and attuned to the frequency of what it is you want to become. This is now a deeper, right, and more in-depth understanding of what is called the law of attraction. Yes? And you know, when they say love is what you're attracted to, but they never talk about the process, the mechanism, the vehicle, like how you start that engine. Like what is the functions of that attraction engine? Like what's the fuel? And again, it's right here. Your love program, your thoughts, your leading thoughts, attention, your leading attention, action, your leading actions, your intentions, your leading intentions, your interactions, your leading interactions, your practice, and your participation. That literally forms your all the 11 systems of your body. All the 11 systems, your respiratory system, your sexual reproductive system, your skeleton system, all of these systems in your body start to form and animate itself on the frequency of your love. And by spiritual law, your life, the world, the people that randomly come into your life. Oh, I was thinking about that the other day. I said I wanted to meet people that was. I wanted to get involved in more. I've been practicing to. Now I've got the opportunity to. It's not by accident. You've been on your love program. You've been in the game. And this is what I want us to take back, family. Because every day, family, we jump on these social media apps and we are bombarded like it's an overkill, overhaul of content that is trying to get our attention, force us to take action, coerce us to interact and participate in things that actually don't represent who it is that you want to become. And regardless of what people have made you to think, you are actually a sovereign being who can decide what you want and who you want to become. And there are spiritual laws that no man, no machine can override when it comes to you. That is a fact. This is what I teach, and this is not something I made up. This is ancient wisdom brought into modern cultural understanding. Are you with me, family? So I want us, in the spirit of love, to really take back ownership and become masters of our spiritual game called love. It is the one game that, whether we are aware or not, is happening. It's a function, like breathing. Like the systems of your body, right? You're not the one moving blood around your system. You're not the one moving blood. You're not the one like taking out oxygens and moving the red blood cells and making sure the white blood cells go to it. You're not the one processing the waste in the gut. You're not the one. Like once you eat that food, the body starts to go to work. It's autonomous. It's a part of your divine makeup. And love functions in the same way, right? It's the gateway between. For my people online. Oh, you're lucky today. I got it. Show you. Can you guys see this? Yeah? Let me show you right here. These are some cards that I made. These are some cards that I made to help people understand the 11 levels of the spirit. Yes? And where Ma'at sits, what we're talking about is love. We're talking about Ma'at. Yes? And she represents love. Okay? Now, Ma'at, where she sits, I teach this, but we're not going to get into the whole thing today. I just want to show you one thing. Ma'at sits at the gateway between your divine self, your spiritual self, and your physical life. In the language of the spirit, the word individual is known as an indivisible duality. The word individual means that you are an indivisible duality, which means you are two separate things that cannot be divided. That's what makes you an individual. You are an indivisible duality. You are a duality that cannot be divided, like a battery. Like when you see a battery that has plus and minus, that's a duality that cannot be divided. Do you understand? And Ma'at, yes, sits between your divine. This is the part of ourselves that we call God, right here. When we call on God and we say God is omnipotent, God is all-knowing, God is all-powerful, right? That is an aspect of our Creator that we come from, that we can never be removed from. This is why on your journey, we're always seeking that relationship. And we get that, many of us get it through religions and spiritual practice. You're always going to look for your spiritual order. My spiritual order is Ma'at. Yes? However you get it, this is what you're seeking. That connection with your Creator. that one creator that brings everything into life. This is spiritual law. So ma'at, what we call love, is the gateway between that part of yourself, yes, that you cannot see, that you call God, and your physical self that you call, that I call MIKEL, you might call Denise or Brian. Where am I getting these names from? Jamal, you know what I'm saying? Brittany, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Ma'at, love sits at the gateway between those two things, those two lives. And here's a cool way of observing it. See, again, these aren't random commandments or perspectives that someone has had. This is ancient scientific wisdom. Love is always represented by what? What symbol is love? Love is always represented by the symbol of what? The heart. Or in Swahili we call it roho. Yes? Waroho, as you can read on my top, means of the heart. Waroho, of the heart. Yes? Love is always represented by the heart. This isn't random. This isn't by accident. This isn't like, ooh, ooh, what should we use as a logo for love? You know what I'm saying? That's not random. That's based on spiritual law. Yes, again, when you see ma'at, ma'at is always pictured. If you go on the internet and Google ma'at, you'll see that she's always pictured holding a scale. And on one side of the scale is a heart, and the other side of the scale, a feather. Again, ma'at, as I said, represents your first entry into this physical world. You coming from the divine, yes? That emotional expression of oneness, you coming from oneness, which we call God, Mungu, Allah, Tik, Olodumare, Yahweh, Jah, whatever you call the oneness. We come from that and we are made into individual expressions of our Creator. That gateway is called Ma'at, right? Now, this is a cool way of observing this. The first organ to appear in your mother's womb is what? Who can write it down? If you're on the chat, if you're watching me live, when a woman is pregnant with a child, what is the first organ to show up in the womb? What is the first organ to show up in the womb? What is it? It's your heart. The first organ to show up in the womb that represents the beginning of life is your heart. Please understand that everything I'm saying, I did not make it up. This is observation of ancient scientific wisdom. Your spirit can be understood scientifically and can be backed not just by words in a book, but by the functions of your body. There are 11 systems of your body and 11 laws to your spirit, not by accident. Okay? The first organ to appear that represents the beginning of your earthly life is the heart. And from that heart represents what you will build. Everything is fashioned and built around that. Thereafter. This is not an accident, family. This represents our continued and our ongoing connection to our Creator. You were born to love. Now, the last thing I'm going to say is this. Your love program, which I've already said, exercises and enforces itself through your giving tools, yes, is going to be unique to the life that you have been called to live. Everyone, look at your hands for a second. If you will, please do me a favor. Look down at the palms of your hands. And if you can notice that there are these grooves in the skin of your fingertips, there are these interesting grooves and curvatures that is widely known as your fingerprint, but is accepted as your unique identification. If everything about you goes, forensics will look for these on your clothes, on your phone, on your steering wheel, on your whatever you've touched, and they will be able to identify the exact human being that is based on this. This is not, again, by accident. This is science and spiritual design. This, family, represents your unique journey here on earth. Again, 8.5 billion people, but only one of you. There will never, ever be another version of you again. Which means, though you may grow up in the same house, be from the same parents, go to the same school, part of the same religion, have the same belief system, your life and the thoughts, attention, actions, interactions, practice, and participations are going to be unique to you. And therefore, your love program is also going to be unique to your identity. This is where love becomes scary for most people. This is where love becomes scary for most people. Because the only way to truly love others and truly put love into the world is to be on rhythm with the love that brought you into existence. Again, love is represented symbolically and scientifically by the heart. The heart is the first organ to appear in the womb that represents the journey of life that comes. The heart is what connects us to the rhythm of our Creator that called our unique journey into existence. When Disney and the most successful people in the world tell you to follow your heart, it's not random. It's not by accident. It's not because it's a cute statement. It's not because they just want to sound cool and rebellious. It's because following your heart is a scientific practice to embodying the love that your Creator has set your rhythm on. You were born on the rhythm of love, following your heart, being obedient to your heart, creating a culture around your heart, allowing your intelligence and your logic to be built around your heart, sustaining your life on the heart's rhythm is what allows you to create a love program that brings you the happiness, the health, the wealth, the success, the peace, the joy, and the heaven that you deserve. In the language of the Spirit, we say, heaven is my right and heaven is my responsibility, family. Your love and your rhythm of love is what is designing your life right now. and the way in which you love yourself, which will reflect how you love others, is what will build your life. And I'm saying to you, your love and your love program will principally be the same. Yes, but how it expresses, how it comes out, what it means that you do will look completely different to even your spouse, to your brethren, to your sister, to your boss, to your comrades. And you need to be dedicated and be at peace with the way you are called to love. What you need right now might not be what the person next to you needs, and that is okay. That's why we are made the way we're made. If my friend, I'm in London right now, if my friend's all the way in Africa and it's blazing hot, I'm not sending him a puffer jacket. I'm not hating the fact that he could walk around barefoot with a string vest and drink coconut water all day, and I gotta wear puffer jackets and boots. What I need on the same day, on February 14th, 2026, is not what he needs. You see, our love programming, our obedience to the heart's rhythm is going to look different. But all I want to know, are you in the game though? Are you allowing yourself to see the rhythm of your heart? Because it's playing out whether you know it or not. Whether you've caught on how to listen, observe, and then practice the rhythm of your heart, is happening whether you know it or not. And this is something that I coach people on day to day, on how to see the rhythm that they have been set on, their purpose, their calling, how it shows up in their life through your challenges, how it shows up through your natural inclinations, the things you're inclined to, both positively and negatively. They will all show and reveal what your heart's calling is, and therefore how you are called to effectively shape and program love in your life for the best results of yourself. Again, this is ma'at, which also where the word ma'at, mathematics, comes from. Truth. It's truth. And so this is the order we want to get into, family, if we are to design and shape our experience of life the way we know that it should be. Love is giving, seeking nothing in return. The emotional expression of oneness. And your love program comes through your thoughts, your actions, your attention, your intention, your interactions, your practices, and what you decide to participate in. Today, are you going to take back ownership of your love rhythm? Are you going to sit in the driver's seat instead of being marketed to and used by the algorithm? Are you going to use these tools to design love around you so that you become the best version of yourself you've ever seen? We're still in February. The natural new year begins a month from now, March. There are changes that you can make to your life right now that will radically shift your experience of life. And it starts right there in everything I've just said. I'm going to leave that with you, family. If you want assistance and guidance one-on-one with myself, whether that's you and your partner, you and your family, or you personally, holler at me, family. Yes? Click the links attached to this video and you will be able to sit with me. Let's get on a call. Let's go on a call. You can call me for free. It's just about booking via the calendar. Let's get on a call and talk about your spiritual game, your love program, and how you can utilize the best qualities of yourself and even the challenges you're going through, how you can utilize them for the life you want to live. We have not lived this long to fail. We have not lived this long to go backwards. We're here to progress. We're here to improve our lives, and we're here for heaven. We didn't come here for hell. I don't care what's sold to us. We are not here for hell. We are human beings. We're in the flesh. We're in this material existence to experience paradise. But each one of us has that control in our hands. You are at the control pad. Let's get in the game, family. All right? Thank you for tapping in. Please share this live. Let me know how this has impacted you. Again, connect with me. There's going to be links. There's links all throughout my channel to connect and contact me. Please do so. In fact, I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to put this right here. You can get this. Here you go. If you guys want to get on a call with me this week, use that link. And thank you for tapping in, family. I'm going to say peace in, love out. You don't know, man. This has been an amazing transmission. Look out for more coming up soon. Love and respect, family. Peace.